Hello, collective. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for being patient over these couple days. I think we'll be getting back into our routine now. We're gonna go ahead. Actually, before we get started, using the Infinite Energies deck reminds me I haven't given a shout out in a while to the creator of the deck and a lot of the stuff that I have here in my studio. So Everything Tarot has now become Riverside Crafters, guys, and I'll put their website link in the description box of my video too. But I have them to thank for my wonderful candle holders, my Namaste, my beautiful Buddha hand, my Amethyst, and absolutely the Infinite Energies deck. Now, you won't find the Infinite Energies deck listed on their website, but you can shoot them an email, and I'm sure you guys can work something out for getting yourself a deck there. Let's go ahead and get started for the collective read for today. So Spirit, what do you got to say to the collective today? What's the message that needs to come through the most for the collective? What's that guy? Midlife. Huh? You're not getting older. You are gathering speed, power, and wisdom. It's an honor and a privilege to be here. Midlife. I feel a bit of a change too, or a bit of like it's like somebody's wondering sort of where do I go from here. They're spending time sort of reflecting on their past and then wondering too about the future, but where they're going in the future. Self-realization. That's funny. It's taking that time to figure out, okay, who am I? And not just from where you've been, but trying to figure out where you want to go. I keep getting like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Mountain. Your real power teaches us that every mountain is an opportunity to touch the sky. I'm getting told hard that you need to like reflect on some of the things that you've been through and really give yourself a pat on the back for how you've come through it all. I keep getting that, like there's things that you've been through and mountains that you've overcome, and it's important to really recognize what you've learned along the way and how you've come through your struggles too, guys. Saturn, I want to accomplish something. And the flip side here, because these all do have reverses, Saturn doesn't want us to give up our dreams, only to make them real. It's like manifesting things. Maybe you're thinking too, oh, there's things in the past that I wanted to do and I never took a chance to do them, or that's part of what you're reflecting on too. Kindness. Sexuality. You know, and it's almost like whatever these things were that you're thinking about that perhaps you've never seen to fruition, or you've never worked to manifest. It's almost like because you were looking after somebody else. This could have been in a romantic relationship, or this could be in a lot of different relationships. Maybe it has to do with children or looking after elderly parents or something. Because it's like I gave myself and my energy and my time to others because you loved other people, because you felt like that was more important at the time. But I keep feeling like I get pulled back to midlife and self-realization, that now is a time when change can happen. So for some of you, maybe your kids are out of the house and you have a bit more time for yourself, or whatever this relationship was, maybe the relationship isn't there anymore. I have this sense of like, it's almost like a new freedom to go and start to do these things that you haven't done in the past, to manifest these dreams that Saturn's talking about. Loneliness. Envy. Yeah, that's exactly what I was feeling, like whatever this relationship was, or this looking after people, like that whoever you were looking after it's like they're not there anymore. That's why I was feeling there's like an independence or a freedom here, or a time to move on and do something. That envy I keep feeling ties back into midlife self-realization, sort of looking back into the past and being like, I wish I would have just done some of these things that I really wanted to do. But the cards are telling you don't have to sit and think about it and look about it in the past tense. because here you have an opportunity to start doing some of those things. River. The river cuts through rock, not from its power, but its persistence. It's like, and it's going with the flow too, right? The flow of life. And accepting, I keep getting to like accepting that whatever happened in the past happened. There's nothing you can do to sort of go back in time and to change that. There needs to be this acceptance that I made those choices and I had my reasons for making the choices that I did. But now I have a new chapter, and now I have a new time, and I have a new opportunity. Yeah, hope is the only thing stronger than fear. I keep getting to turn it around the way that you're thinking. Turning it around instead of that, like I said, like thinking about the past and regret. There's this need to look to the future with hope, with optimism, and with possibilities. Dark matter, yeah. It's attracting, right? We're attracting things. What you send out there, you attract. And that's why you're getting this, call from tarot to sort of change the way that you're thinking and the way that you're looking at things. Because you'll attract in certain things. So if you're looking at stuff with that optimism and opportunity, openings happen for you. It's like something's going to come to you, or there's going to be an opportunity for you to start doing things. Love. I keep getting with this love card, like this is a time for yourself to do things for yourself. I think maybe you felt in the past because of whatever your responsibilities were, whoever you were looking after, it would have been maybe greedy or irresponsible to go do these things that you wanted to do. I keep getting now you have a freedom. You have a freedom to do what you're wanting to do. As I get told, this is a crazy message, I get told be greedy. This is like, do for you. This is a time where you have an opportunity to build a life around what you want and what you would like to do. You get told, like, do that. Show yourself some love. Be a bit greedy and do for you. Sadness. Spirit, can you please give me a few more? Ooh, that guy. Absolutely want to pop out. And we got some to the side. That one wanted to come. Those ones wanted to come out too. I'm going to set those guys up on my candle holder because I don't have it lit. Melancholy. Sadness, melancholy. I say I get tied into that. It ties into like reflection and regret. And thinking about things, but thinking about things in like a negative way. What could have been in the past, what you wish you would have done, or different choices you wish you would have made, or had the opportunity to make if you didn't feel like this was a responsibility that you needed. But yeah, you're getting told to look at it differently and accept, like logic. I even see it in logic. Accept the past is the past. It is what it is. You can't change it. As far as I know, time machines have still not been invented. We're just stuck with the choices that we made in the past. But what you can do is make different choices now. This expansion, start wide, expand further, and never look back. You are getting told to make this new chapter about your life. This chapter that has come with a release from looking after others, a time where you can be a little bit more selfish, a time where you can do things that you would love to do, and you can love on yourself and do good things for yourself. You're getting told to do that. Peace. And to find peace in your new situation too. Because I do feel like your new situation, it's not just like the regret stuff that you're looking back on. I do feel like it comes with a bit of sadness or a bit of depression. So there may be a loss there. So maybe this is, like somebody has passed away, or a long-term relationship has ended, or kids have left the house. And kind of that emptiness. Because I do feel like that's a part of this too. But there needs to be peace with your situation here, is what the cards are saying. You need to find a way to find peace with the way that things are, and peace with the past, so that you can actually build for the future. Gravity and feeling. Never be afraid to say what you really feel. But I keep getting more than that in that card. It's almost like, I get told like experiencing things, like reaching out and experiencing new things. Yeah, and Jupiter is all about personal growth. And it's the karma planet too. As things coming back around, it's like, this is your opportunity. It's your opportunity to do for you. Yeah, Uranus, I made a revolution of what should be. This is your chance to do it. I keep getting your chance to go out and experience things that you never let yourself experience before. Yeah, the fears we don't face become our limits. Because there is like, because this is heavy. However whatever this represents to you, who you were looking after and who you felt responsible for, or you felt like you couldn't do this because you had obligations to somebody else. That happened for a long time. Like because I keep feeling like it speaks to the mindset. Right? When you get thinking a certain way, or you get stuck in sort of a pattern of thinking, it's because you've been doing that for a while. So I do feel like that situation carried on for quite a while. And now there's almost like, it's almost like this fear of getting out there and actually doing those things that you would like to do. Of taking those chances, because you've gone so long without doing it, right? Like you've had it so ingrained in you, no, it would be irresponsible. No, I have responsibilities to someone else. Or no, this other person wouldn't like it if I did that. But it's like you don't have that anymore. You don't have to worry about that anymore. It's time to start doing for you. This chapter is about you and encouraging you. The tarot cards are encouraging you to go out and experience the things that you want to experience. Ace of Wands. It's like a time of, that's interesting. It's like a time of going without. And this is an opportunity to start building for the future. And the card that came flying out was the Empress. So this is your Empress Path. And what I mean by that, the Empress, she's a lot about, personal growth, just like Jupiter, right? But she's that nurturing, healing energy, that softer energy. So this is part of this chapter of your life. It's healing your heart. It's healing your soul by doing for you. It's part of your personal growth by overcoming those fears and overcoming the way of thinking and being able to have that expansion, right? That reaching out and doing things that you never had the opportunity to do or never felt like you had the opportunity to do before. This is your chance to start growing into who you really are. The Ace of Pentacles, golden opportunity. Yeah, it's a golden opportunity. And for you to, it's like, find out who you are, what you want to do, what makes you happy, I got told. Find out what makes you happy. The Five of Wands, because whoever you were dealing with before, with those relationships meant where you were always for somebody else, it wouldn't have gone over well. Like you would have caught some flack. Whoever those people represent, like I just get fighting, right? With the Five of Wands, fighting and squabbling, and like somebody would have discouraged you from doing this, said it was a bad idea, or talked you out of it. Yeah, and when this relationship or this connection, whatever this was, ended or changed, that was your Wheel of Fortune starting to turn. That was like, time for a new chapter. Here's some freedom, and you can start doing those things that you would like to do. Justice. That Tower, it was meant to kick you out of the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords was what I was talking about with that way of thinking, how we kind of get stuck in a way of thinking after a long time of living that way. It's like, it's hard to sort of change our mindset, which is what I felt with the Logic card too. It's hard to sort of flip the script on it, as it were. So the Eight of Swords, I've told you guys before, like, you always get that figure, and they're bound and blindfolded and surrounded by swords. But the thing is, the binds are always loose. See, the chains are not done up. She can take them off. If she can take off the bind, she can take off the blindfold, and the swords are spaced far enough apart that she can get in between them. So she's choosing to stay. So whatever it was that was blocking you, and I do feel like it had to do with the relationship or the responsibilities that you felt towards somebody else. It's like that no longer exists. That barrier no longer exists. So now it's only in your mind. And this is the opportunity for you to be able to release the binds, take off the blindfold, and walk between the swords. This is your chance to do for you. This is your chance to find the clarity and to start building a happy chapter. So it is important to ask yourself, like with the midlife and the self-realization, what do you want for your life going forward? What do you want this next chapter to look like? What is your 10 of Cups? And the 10 of Cups is like kind of made in the shade happiness. You know, happiness in the home life, happiness in all aspects of your life. What is your 10 of Cups? What does that mean to you? And being able to clarify that to yourself is going to help you to choose a path, and is going to help you to make choices that move you in that direction. The Queen of Cups. And this does have to do with emotional healing too. Like I tell that as soon as we were dealing with other energies, I knew this was going to be, you know, emotions in there too. Maybe grieving the loss of whoever is not around. Maybe it's grieving the loss of, and not even grieving the loss, it's like grieving the chances you wish you would have taken had your situation been different, or had you just decided to take a leap and make different choices. So this Queen of Cups ties back into peace, and being able to make peace with what happened in the past, the choices that you made in the past. Understanding that you can't change those choices, they just are what they are. And now you can make new choices. As that, finding that peace. Now moving forward from another energy. And taking your power back. Because that's what I got too. Like, it's like somebody else wouldn't have liked it if you would have tried to do this before. They would have tried to talk you out of it for their own selfish reasons. And it's like, now you have the opportunity. Now it's your time to take your power back. And that Devil card, he's things that hold us back in life. So he's not necessarily, like, he very rarely, I'm going to tell you guys, very rarely represents like the devil or things like that. He's just the things that hold us back. He can be addiction, he can be fear, he can be anger, he can be regret and hurt and all the stuff that we don't let go of. Yeah, 9 of Cups. It's time for your happiness. It's time for you to start building a new chapter and have a new cycle. And doing for yourself, doing things that make you happy, choosing things that make you happy in this life, building a new happiness for yourself. The 9 of Pentacles isn't just about wealth, it's about happiness too. And it is an independently built wealth and or happiness. So this is something that you do for you, right? Clarifying, what is my 10 of Cups? What does my 10 of Cups look like for this next chapter? What is it that I want to experience now? And then making choices to go out and do that. It will make a change in your life. I think it'll help with your healing process. I do feel it like building confidence and building a sense of independence too. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles. That's interesting too, that would come just before the Emperor. The 7 of Pentacles, it's an abundant harvest, but it's not just the abundance of the harvest, it's the work you put into to get there. It's the Empress Path, right? It's making those different choices. And it's starting to notice the differences. It's like you're setting the groundwork to really come into yourself, because the Emperor is all about, he's confident, he's built for himself, he's built everything for himself, he set his world around him. But it's like we have to take that softer path to get there sometimes, right? We have to allow for our healing. We have to allow to build our confidence, to build our independence, so that we can come into our Emperor energy. And I do feel like this is an ongoing path for somebody. Yeah, and it is one that's over a period of time. Is it like you've already been through a whole big bunch? But I do feel like you have a journey along the way. And it's not a bad journey. It's like, I got told the word discovery. It's like a journey of discovery about you, about who you are. About really coming into your own and what makes you happy. And I think you'll see, too, looking back, that this tower that occurred, and the tower is representing this relationship, whatever it was, coming to an end, whether it was a romantic relationship or you were just a caregiver of someone or felt like you were tied to somebody. It's like that distance and that separation happened for a reason. It'll help you to gain the clarity. It's going to help you to, like I said, as you go on with time, you're going to look back and you'll be like, okay, that was actually for my higher good when that happened. Yes, it didn't feel good. There was a lot of hurt that went with it. There was a lot of emotions that I had to go through and process. But it was for my higher good, and it released me from something so that I could build something better. Because I even see your energy coming forward in this King of Swords and being able to see the truth and being able to look back and really have that clarity of mind to see that it was better for you in the long run, that all of this played out the way that it did. The High Priestess, and we don't always know it at the time, right? I always believe that things happen for a reason. And this situation was no different for you. It all happened for a reason, but it's hard to know that at the time. Part of that is just having faith and then making the best decisions that we can make. Yeah. You're getting told to have faith. Have faith that it happens for a reason. And look forward to a bright new future, a bright new chapter for yourself, something that you can build that's more about you and really find out who you are and come home to yourself. That's what this is all about. It's that now you have freedom to do things that you would not have done before, that you did not do before. This is that opportunity. And to look at it like opportunity, so that it's not a burden and it's not a loneliness and it's not a time of without. This is actually a time where you have lots of space in your life, where you can start new adventures, where you can try new things. I keep getting told like experiences. This is your time to experience things. When I check the card at the bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. So he is the Apprentice card. I don't know if maybe you want to go back to school for something, or there's something you wanted to learn. But this is all a learning process too. The whole thing that you're going through, right? That's why Jupiter came forward. That's why we had the Empress card come flying out of the deck. It's a time of personal growth for you. An opportunity to find out who you really are. And to build a life that brings you more fulfillment and more happiness than you've had before. As it's just a brand new chapter. So yes, there's reflecting on the past, but I keep getting pulled back to midlife and to self-realization, and that there's this need to start looking towards the future. Start looking towards the future. What does the future mean for you? What do you want your 10 of Cups to look like? What does the 10 of Cups mean to you guys? This is your time to figure that out. And then you can make choices that move you closer towards that. Alrighty guys, that is your tarot read for the day. Have a great one. Take care.